So, we are here in the blue Goku fight, the stage 10 of the Vegeta story Red Zone. Truth has called this the new hardest fight in the game. And obviously a lot of people have been talking about this Daima Vegeta. A lot of people think that he's not very good or not good enough, which I could probably agree if we're saying he's not good enough. But when we say, in terms of people saying he's not very good, I think he is being a little bit underrated. Like, he can certainly manage in some of these difficult events, and I don't necessarily agree, right? I think it might be the Universe Survival Saga stage for the Goku story Red Zone, but if Truth is saying this is the new hardest fight in the game, let's go ahead and see how well Daima Vegeta is going to do in this stage. So the friend one is Rainbow, mine is only 55%. They are both level 10 links though. I finished link leveling mine, so we'll see how they get on. Obviously post super attack, I don't think many people are complaining about his performance. I'm not sure. Obviously post super we tank for double digit damage. Goku does raise his attack significantly, but yeah, we tank both supers for double digit damage. That's the thing, I don't think many people are complaining about like the post super performance, but this is what we were saying yesterday in like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Super Easy A video, is that the whole point of like the slot 1 unit on your team is that they're supposed to be able to tank in slot 1 before they attack, because that is the most like vulnerable space on the turn. So obviously we'll see how we get on in that sense, but also bear in mind that this is turn 2. Like, we didn't have either of the Daima Vegetas on turn 1, so Goku's already had a turn of like build up from getting hit, and obviously he gets extra attack at the start of each turn anyway for the first 5 turns. So but yeah, I'm not sure if I would say that, like, when it comes to discussion of whether this is the hardest fight in the game, like, the dodge disabling is annoying, and obviously he doesn't super in like a specific slot every time like the Vegeta from the end of the Goku story one. But obviously he doesn't have rotation locking, which is my most hated of all mechanics. And I guess the thing is, when he gets to the point, even when he's fully built up, a lot of these teams with like the top tier units, almost everyone on your team is going to be tanking his normals, which is good. So you can kind of manage that. And then his super, even when he's fully built up, it hits pretty hard, but he's definitely not like the hardest hitting boss. Which is why I think like the Universe Survival Saga stage thing could be really annoying, because it's like Jiren hits really hard and crits, and obviously you can't dodge. So, and of course he has a locking phase right before that, so he can ruin your rotations going into the last phase, which is super annoying. So now we have my 55% one in slot 1, and the first attack of the turn is a super. Now obviously on the very first turn he does get the extra 90%, like the extra damage reduction, so he has 90%. So he tanks better on the first turn. But yeah, I mean, mine, like I say, 55%, and this is turn 3, so he's already had a decent bit of build up, and 55% Daima Vegeta tanks for double digit damage in slot 1. So I mean, it's not terrible. That's what we want. It's all down to like, how well does he do from the second turn onwards, right? Once we've lost that little bit of extra damage reduction. And as I said at the beginning, right, like, don't get me wrong, I definitely think this Vegeta could have been better. There's a couple of different improvements that I would have made to this guy to make him really solidified in the role that he seems to be designed for, right? Because he's meant to be a slot 1 unit. So why he doesn't have guard, I don't know. That would just make him significantly, that could be the only thing they changed, right? And it would make him significantly better. Just give him guard. You can, even if you restrict it to slot 1, since that's what most of his passive is, wanting him to be in slot 1 anyway. So but yeah, I think the big thing about this last fight as well is that he has a lot of HP. If he was infinitely stacking to the point where, like, you know, if you get to like turn 10, he can, you know, he's doing like 5 million damage normals or something, then I could see it. But like the stacking that he does have, he only builds up to 100% extra attack, which 100% is a decent amount, but like I think his normals only do like 700k or something. So fully built up, they'd be like 1.4 million, which, as I say, most units on these top tier team builds will be tanking those like post super. The 6 awesome Vegeta, let's go. Nice. Vegeta getting the defense, getting super, so now he's going to get a guaranteed like 2 extra supers on this turn. Still tanking for double digits in slot 1. And what is this, turn 4? So we're like 1 turn away from him being fully built up, and the Daima Vegeta is still tanking for double digits in slot 1. You know, Turtle Warrior over on the Twitch side, how's it going? It's a 15 mil. Because, I mean, again, his damage isn't crazy, but he's not supposed to be a damage dealer. But, obviously, this Goku has the damage cap thing, which is annoying. At least we can do some damage. Yeah, the Goku fight can be attack load as well, and the Vegeta fight doesn't. But the Vegeta fight is like... Vegeta fight, I think, is a lot easier for the simple fact that he does always super in slot 1. So as long as you have 2, like, solid slot 1 tanks, you really don't need to worry about it that much. And he doesn't disable dodge. Like, when we did the run for the youth mission, once they were fully built up with their, was it like 80% chance to dodge, I was just putting physical Goten and Trunks in slot 1, and they were dodging his super, like, every turn, which, obviously you're taking the risk, like, playing the RNG, but that was for a specific mission. Like, if you're trying to beat it with any team, as long as you have the solid slot 1s. Plus, the missions for his weren't as bad, I don't think. The Goku one having GT heroes before the Easy A's came out was kind of wild. Yeah, the 2 GT Super Saiyan Easy A's do make that GT Heroes mission a lot easier, though. Like, we managed to beat it. I put the video out the other day, but obviously that was using items, and took a few attempts on the stream as well. Yeah, so I'm going to keep the Super Saiyan 3 Goku with my Daima Vegeta, because obviously my one's only 55%. But yeah, so in the chat, was it Rohi? Yeah, only those who don't have Super Saiyan 4 Goku think Vegeta's bad. This is one of the things that we've talked about, like, before as well, is like, it's... You have to think about it in both ways, I suppose. It's like, when we're thinking about rating a unit and talking about how good they are, to a certain extent, I guess you do have to think about the units that you're running them with. So, like, if Vegeta has a partner that makes him significantly better, and he's on, like, basically all of his teams, which is pretty much the case with that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then, you know, on the one hand, it is fair to take that into account when trying to think about, like, how good or bad he is. But then also, at the same time, I do think there is some value in discussing, like, how good units are in terms of, like, just in a vacuum, like, just on their own, like, how good are they? But I suppose at the end of the day, like, Dokkan is a team's game, right? Like, it's all about building the teams and teams that work well with each other. And if Daima Vegeta has a partner that you can run on basically every single team that he's on with him that makes him significantly better, then I think to a certain extent it's probably fair to, like, think about that when talking about, like, whether he's good or not. But yeah, that is the worry, like, the idea that they'll hold back on future Giant 8 Power or Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters. Because if they give any, like, Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Giant 8 characters damage reduction in the future, they have to think about the fact that then if you're running him with Goku, you get an extra 10%, which doesn't seem like a huge amount necessarily. But, like, for this Vegeta, like, turning the 70% into 80% makes a pretty significant difference, right? So let's see. So again, mine's 55%. I've got him in slot 1 here. Go ahead and do this. Do this. Save Gotenks as active skill for now. Do this. Obviously, we know he's not going to get supered this turn because we used the giant ape transformation, but... So yeah, he's got 10 million. Get the crit. I think that's the thing as well. I think it's very easy to get spoiled by like the crazy big attack stat numbers from the anniversary units and stuff, but I think for a 55% defensive unit, dropping like multiple 10 million attack stats is not bad for a TUR at 55%. Because that is the thing again, like his role, like he's supposed to be a defensive unit, so I'm not expecting him to be dropping like 25 million or something, you know. Scared of what Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. Yeah, that's the thing. They have to think about that as well, because I feel like what they do with Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku is just make him like an all-out offensive unit. Don't give him any damage reduction. Like, you could give him like really high raw defense or something, because then when you pair him with Goku, this Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's only going to have 10% damage reduction, but just have really high raw defense, which would be enough for the most part. And then you just give him the ability to like counter supers or something. That would be cool as well. Right. I think while we still have the... No, I guess we could use the active skill now for the friend Vegeta. I was going to say, while we still have the guard up for the gods, like pre-transformation, we should probably try and get them another stack in here. Because I think Goku is fully built up, right? Yeah, the attack up icon didn't come up, so he is. 528k, it's pretty good. Right, so we'll do that. Do I want to use your active skill now as well? So this is probably not any reason not to use it straight away. But yeah, hopefully they won't hold back on the adult Super Saiyan 4 like Daima Goku just because of the fact that will have a lot of hype around it. And 20 million on the attack stat turn. Okay, the attack stat on the active skill turn. I wish his active skill was one of the ones that gave him guaranteed crit for the turn though, because again, even though he's not a damage dealer, if he's going to get this one turn where he does like an inflated attack stat, it would be nice for it to be guaranteed for him to crit. But there you go. I mean, remember the whole point of the video, like there is Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta, who a lot of people are saying is bad, tanking fully built up Blue Goku for double digit damage. And this is the rotation without the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Mine's on the next rotation with Goku, and it's only 55%. So we'll see. Because obviously the main thing is to see like how much a slot 1 super does to him. But yeah, the gods continuing to stack. The next turn will be turn 8, so the next turn the gods are on, their guard will have run out finally. I still can't believe they gave them guard for 7 turns. Like, I really thought, because it was guard for 1 turn, like pre-Easy A, I thought they were going to make it like 3 turns, so they just had it on their second appearance as well. But the fact that they made it 7 turns means that you do get the opportunity to give them like multiple stacks if you want. Like 61 million for Gohan. My Gohan's 55% by the way. 61 for him on the active skill turns, pretty good. And he actually got an additional, but it was only a normal. But it still crit and did over 1 million damage. I wish, like, I've said it before in previous videos, I think, but from the other anniversary units, because this Goku is still perfectly fine at like 55%, I wish I had dupes for physical Gohan. Right, so let's use your active skill. This is my 55% one. At least we actually did damage. So, the only bad thing about him is ki, right? The fact that he basically always needs 3 ki to super is kind of annoying. It's only 5. It's not the end of the world if you don't get 6 orbs with the Martian Vegeta in this fight as well, because he is the because he has type advantage already, and he's very solid defensively after he super attacks. Oh, we actually got the crit. Yo, Carlos King, how's it going? Lazarus, how's it going? Idle Shadow. But yeah, there he is. 55% Daima Vegeta, tanking for double-digit damage in slot 1 against the fully built-up Goku. And that's the thing, even if it isn't the hardest fight in the game, like, there he is doing the role that he's supposed to do on the team. Yeah, that 10th anniversary part, which one is it? Part 2, yeah, the Gohan fight, where he just builds up and can get to, like, the insane level. And he has a lot of HP. So if you don't have the 10th anniversary fusions, like, the longer you're in that fight, the more chance you have to get absolutely destroyed. I should have picked up the orbs of Vegeta first, really. Use the Gotenks active as well. I'll save their active for the turn when they've already got the massively raised buff, and then we can do the big damage. Sorry, we can't get the 24 key for Gotenks, but that's fine because it's the active skill for the active skill turn for Gotenks, so he gets guaranteed crits anyway. Yeah, I think, has he not, like, I know we've had a lot of turns where he's only been supered after he's attacked, but I'm pretty sure in this entire run, both the Daima Vegetas, including my 55% one, have not taken anything more than double-digit damage in, like, the entire run. But yeah, the big thing, I think, because obviously type neutral helps, but, like, the big thing for this Vegeta is the fact that by not having guard, it means, like, hard-hitting STR bosses are going to be a problem for him, for sure. Yeah, the gods, their defense after supering is so good. Plus, on the first turn, they have 77% damage reduction anyway, so... It's typical that that happened, though. They get the action break, and then it's like his second attack was a super. But yeah, the first turn they get the 77%, and then on the next turn, they've massively raised their defense from the previous turn. So, post-supering, they can just tank most attacks regardless. So it doesn't even matter to the gods that, like, Goku disables dodge. Oh god, we're going to get the 55% Daima Vegeta Dokkan attack. Let's go. We're ready for this absolutely devastating Dokkan attack from Vegeta.
Time to get serious.
At 55% of an under 10 million attack stat. Let's go. Could you imagine how utterly broken like Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be for these units if he gave attack as well as defense and damage reduction? It would be really nice if he gave some ki, even if it was just one. Especially for situations with this Vegeta, right, where he basically always needs 3 ki. Let's go, Dokkan attack. Such power. Very strong. Hey, Prof, how's it going? Yeah, so post Super Daima Vegeta, as I've already seen at this point, double digit damage. You can take Vegeta Story, Red Zone, Jiren Super for double digits. The Vegeta one's STR, right? Alright, so what are these guys at now? 2.78. We'll go ahead and throw out their active. Yep. Big damage. I don't think it even matters to get them, like, rainbow orbs, does it, really, on this turn? 6 orbs for you. Getting old. Yeah, doing alright, Prof, doing alright. Yeah, what is this one? Oh yeah, this is the free-to-play, like, Trunks and Goten OST. It's pretty good. Just like getting there slowly but surely. Obviously for this fight, the fact that Vegeta doesn't do a crazy amount of damage is not ideal, but for what he lacks in contribution to the damage, he is has been consistently tanking in slot 1 all the way through the event, which is what we want. His team build is definitely fun, so I don't know, I like him. I definitely don't think he's terrible. I would love to have some dupes and get like some crit in there. Well, maybe not crit. Get some. I think his best build's probably like additional and dodge. Although I've seen people saying that like if he dodges the attack on the super, he doesn't get the like built-in guaranteed additional thing. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but obviously you don't really want to be missing out on that ideally. What's Majin Vegeta going to take from the super here at the end of the turn? He should take double digit damage from this, right? Post super with 6 orbs, yeah. Now can we kill him this turn? We have good damage from Super Saiyan 4 and from Gotenks, because Gotenks is going to get the buff from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku super attack. There we go. Start of turn, first attack, slot 1 super, and it's still double digit damage. And that's my 55% Vegeta. So it's the worst case scenario, the very first attack of the turn being a super. And he still took double digit damage at 55%. So using hacks. But yeah, the gods, bear in mind I didn't transform them until like turn 8. So they'd been stacking for like 8 turns. You can dodge the super for an additional, but if you dodge the normal, you don't get the extra additional. But doesn't... Okay. That's... why? That's weird. Why does it do it for one and not the other? Because, like... Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I think it would be consistent, like, across the board. But yeah, the gods have been stacking for like 8 turns, and then you transform off them. Then if you don't use the active skill on the turn you transform, their 18 key super gives them a massive attack buff that carries over to the next turn. So then on that next turn, when you use their active skill, it has even more of an attack boost. That's why very regularly with both of the 7-year LR EZAs, if you transform them and then use their active skill on the next turn, you'll be hitting the like full damage cap. But yeah, it's crazy how good they made the 7-year EZAs. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section on both the truth statement that this is the new hardest fight in the game. I'm not sure that I would agree with that, but also on the performance of Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta in this video. All the way through the video, even the 55% one, we basically tanked everything in slot 1 for double-digit damage. So I don't know, like even if there is some events where he is still going to be getting caught out, I guess, like that's still pretty good, I would say. Like at least for this event and any other events on this kind of level, like he's doing his job in slot 1, which is what we want to see. And yeah, the gods will finish him off here. And that's the thing, like leading accelerated battle as well, like we could, not the accelerated battle, transformation boost. Obviously if we really wanted to, we could put the Super Saiyan 4s on here as well. But I don't like having them on the team if they're not going to be on main rotation. And it is good having the Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the Daima Vegeta. Obviously the Rainbow Friend didn't need the Goku with him and was still tanking everything for double-digit damage, so... But yeah, Daima Vegeta, underrated, question mark? This fight, hardest fight in the game, question mark? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. So, but yeah, there you go. Daima Vegeta doing pretty good against the Blue Goku. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.